Yes, and we are live. Let me just make sure. Yes, we are. Welcome, welcome everyone to moneymama.org. So happy to see you here. So excited that you have made the time to hop on this hangout. Just to let you know that this hangout is free. It's free for everybody. We're giving away a lot of tips. We're here to empower women and help them get up that success ladder. We're here to inspire you and really to give you out a lot of tips and lots of free training that can help you in your current business, or if you're looking to start a business from home, we're here to help you out with different advices. So we recommend or encourage you, or if you could please leave comments below this hangout on some of the topics or maybe questions that you have for us that we can that will give us an idea for our next and future hangouts down the road. But tonight's specific hangout will be on the 8 core commitments of an entrepreneur. So, what are the 8 core commitments? Basically, other people also call them daily action plans. I guess you can call them things that you perform on daily basis in your business that helps you grow, helps your business grow, something that improves you and develops you as a person, as a leader, as a speaker, whatever your goal is in your business, something that you do consistently, something that you're committed to do every single day in your business, which is really critical for any successful entrepreneur to have, are those daily actions. So before we go any further, just to, if you haven't watched any of our hangouts and you're hopping on for the first time, my name is Ekaterina. And my journey, just to make it short, I transitioned myself from I shifted myself from a traditional business after 5 years into network marketing or online marketing. And I have a simple reason for that, and it's my biggest why is my son. I wanted to be home for my son because I'm tired of being stuck in my business that always required my presence 7 days a week, day in, day out, working 9 to 10 hours a day in my business. I simply couldn't take it anymore, to the point where my son started to ask me, why am I working so much? And I have failed in the past in online marketing, but now having about 5 years of traditional business experience under my belt surely helps. So I am confident. I've made mistakes along the road. I'm confident that I will succeed in this. We're having amazing results. We have a really great support group, which I know some of the businesses out there don't have. I've seen people sign up for business opportunities. They get absolutely no support. They can't get a hold of their mentors. They don't have access to good training, and I'm saying this again, good training, because there's a lot of information out there, but not all of it that is good. So the key to online marketing is definitely having the right tools and having the right training and the right people, right successful people who have already reached the success that you want, show you exactly what is it that they did to get there. So I have found those people. I have found those mentors who were taking their steps. I'm doing exactly what is it that they're showing me to do, so that I can have the similar results. And that's probably basically the formula of becoming successful online, is following someone who is already successful and have achieved the results that you want, and do exactly step by step, using the system that they're using to get the results. So I'm going to bring out Regina, and it's usually the two of us here, or sometimes we'll have another girl coming on, Gina, so she will be here shortly. But I'm going to pass this over to you, Regina. Introduce yourself, and let's get this rocking.
Hey, thanks for the introduction, Ekaterina. And that was a good one. You're always better with words than I am. Hey everyone, Regina van de Velden here. Just got back from San Francisco. Wasn't here last week, and just wanted to do a quick introduction about myself. If you haven't seen me or Ekaterina here on moneymama.org, Just really quickly, I left New Zealand with my husband to travel the world, or walk the earth with my husband in January, and so now we've just we're starting out in California and heading to Costa Rica next, and just like Ekaterina, we just wanted to live another way of life. Different from Ekaterina though, because she started from a traditional business, and we left the entertainment industry, from our jobs, and we just wanted to try something new. Had no experience online, no experience in marketing, and yeah, and here we are, 9 months later, just ripping it up. It's awesome, and I'm loving it. So Ekaterina and I are on a team of other online business owners, and we're just here to help you and give you free training and tips to, to move you right along to freedom, I guess. So yeah, today we're talking about. Well, do you want to go ahead and introduce the topic?
Sure. I will reintroduce the topic. Like Regina has mentioned, I came in the online industry as well with very little experience, so practically none experience, starting everything from scratch. And there, certain techniques, just like in any business, that you need to master. Online marketing is slightly different from traditional business marketing, but it's all based on the same theory, based on the same formula. Is to you have a product or a service that you're offering to that potential customer or someone who is looking, and what is it that you have to offer, and finding a way of bringing that person in front of that specific product. So driving the traffic to your offer. So basically, traffic is a person who's already in the thought, who is already looking for your particular service or product, and it's just a matter of putting your product in front of that targeted hungry customer, so that you can complete the sale, so that you can get that commission. So we have been learning a lot of different strategies online. Similar, there's online marketing, and then there's offline marketing, like traditional marketing. Whether it's in traditional marketing, I've gave a paper in the newspaper. Then you can give an ad on the TV, on the radio. There's flyers, basically phone books, which are vanishing because everything is moving online. We live in a digital informational era. Basically, anything that you want to look up, any business, any restaurant, any food place, concert, anything, you go online to Google it pretty much. So what we're going to be covering today again is the 8 core commitments for all those of you who are online marketers. Well, we are assuming that you are an online marketer, or you already have a business, whether it's a traditional business where you sell a physical product for people who are, who you're just looking to attract more customers to come into your store and to buy that product that you have, or whether you offer that product online. So you're looking for ways to get those customers to you, but they're in online marketing, or just also in a traditional business. There are some steps that you need to follow every single day in order to keep yourself in check, to have things running smooth, always growing, always improving yourself. First of all, get into that positive mental attitude all the time, because you will have those ups and downs in your life. Always have the faith and believe in yourself that you're going to succeed regardless of what opportunity that you're in, and regardless of what you're offering. There's a market for that. I'm sure there are people out there right now looking for your stuff, but maybe you just need some tweaks. We're getting down to the basics here to help you get on that ladder of success, so that you can have a really nice, have things flow in your business. But that starts with you first, because you are the face of the business. You are a business owner, so I'm assuming you're treating this seriously, because we're giving away a lot of nuggets tonight. I tend to talk a lot. I'm sorry.
I love it though because I mean you just have so much to say and it's it's just a good contrast with with how I am. So yeah, so every day I mean we treat this I mean this is a business and when you get into your online business sometimes you're just you don't know what to do and these commitments really help you with your daily mode of operation and keep you focused in your business. So it really helps to kind of think of these every single day, every time you're going through your business. Otherwise, it's so easy to lose track and do something else. So what I do is I just kind of keep these commitments in my head now, or I write it down, look at it every day, just to kind of keep me in check. So did you want to talk about the commitments?
Yes, the 8 core commitments, and I also have them written down. It's good to have, especially for those who are starting out and are brand new. Having this as a template to follow every single day, basically put in a check mark every day. Okay, done this, done that, done that. So the number one commitment is a product. You gotta have a product or service that you're offering, and we're assuming that you do. So basically, it all starts with a product. You having a product, regardless of whether it's a service or if you're selling some kind of, I don't know, supplements or some weight loss products, hair products, you name it, whatever that is. So basically, having a product or a service. The second part of the 8 core commitment is blogging daily, talking about it, interacting. We're specifically talking, I guess, maybe putting more angle onto the online industry is having a website. So I'm hoping that you have a website set up or a blog where you interact with people. So sharing your thoughts, sharing tips, and giving values to people of the things that are going on in your business and why they should, with the end goal in mind as to why that customer should come to you for that product and not to anyone else. Basically, making yourself stand out, branding yourself, and blogs specifically are really huge because it's instant, it's up to date. You let people know if you have a website for your company and you have a blog for your company. It's a wonderful thing to have where you able to share exactly on daily basis what's going on in your business. Whether it's you have a sale and you want to let people know about your sale, or whether you have some new products coming in your store or in your company or a new service. So basically, getting it out there daily, blogging about it is the second commitment. Regina, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I just one of the things that really that I'm always thinking about when people talk to me about blogging, like why you would have to blog and why you'd want to blog daily. I mean, there are a couple of reasons why that help us. Blogging daily helps you get online real estate out there, and also another thing is it's so much more it's dynamic as opposed to a static website, and having a dynamic website makes the search engines happy. So it's just an easier way for people to find you, and to really get to know your personality, and that's a lot of the reason why we blog daily.
Okay. Yeah, it's great, and I love blogs. Blogs are absolutely incredible. I just know how when I first set up a website for my store, it took me months. It took me months to set up a website, and every time you go back and you want to change something, you were not happy with this, or changing the text, so the logging in, just the whole setup, to change something, you got to go from one page to another page to another page, where a blog is really simple. The platform we're using particular is super easy. I don't know of any other one that is the easiest, at least for me. I don't know, some people might master other platforms that they prefer, but I'm really happy with the one we're using. The third commitment is to market your blog. So all that online real estate that you're putting out there, your daily thoughts that you're sharing with people, is you need to present it in front of people. Because you can blog all day, but if you're not getting that stuff in front of that targeted audience, those people that are specifically looking for what you have, you're not going to have any sales. People are not going to find you. No one's going to know you. You're going to be stuck in the desert somewhere far away, and no one's going to ever hear. So marketing yourself daily, getting your message out in front of targeted audience, because you're looking to target a specific, people that are looking for that stuff. So you need to, and in our other hangouts, we talked about how to find that target market. Who is that person that you are looking for to target? And there are several ways that you can, get your daily marketing out there online. And one of them is video marketing. Second one is, marketing your blog, whether you're using Facebook groups or, you go into forums, you post things into different forums on that specific topic that relates to your product. Regina, you want to add a couple things?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that you brought up the targeting, and the reason why I say that is because I was just thinking about it when I was in San Francisco. And have you ever been to San Francisco?
No, not yet, but I would definitely love to.
At Pier 39, they have a store for called Lefties for people who are left-handed. So it's a left-handed store. And I was like, this is interesting, because I was like, this is a perfect example of why you need to pick a target market, like a niche, because most of us are right-handed. I don't know if you're right-handed or left-handed. And our first instinct when we get into our business is to target everybody, but that ends up being quite useless, because if you're targeting to everybody, you're actually targeting nobody. And being really specific in your niche, and in this case, having a left-hand store, I mean, you know that people who are left-handed will go to that store because you can barely find any, like there's scissors and cups and all these, like notebooks and pens that are just meant for left-handed people. And you know that the people who are left-handed are going to go to that store and buy your stuff, so you know that you have a market. So I thought that was interesting. And yeah, marketing daily. We do a lot of Facebook marketing. If you've seen our other hangouts, but there's so many things to do. A lot of free online marketing and paid online marketing. There's just a ton of stuff, and you have to get the word out there, or else nobody's gonna know. It's just like if you open up a store down the street and you don't tell anybody, well, nobody's gonna go there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be a funny thing. Then why open up a store? Why get in business in the first place if you have no one to target? If there is no demand for your product, you perhaps want to think about switching to something else. Because really, to make a lot of money in any business, you have to have a product that's in demand, something that's hot. Yeah.
I have a question for you. This is just for the last commitment. When you were talking about when you started blogging for your store, did you notice a big difference? I mean, like when people started looking at your blog for the store, did you notice any difference with the way people are reacting towards your online presence with the store, or yeah?
Well, what I started to notice is I started to get emails. People visited my blogs and they have the blog and they have commented on the blog. I also left links for people to go onto our website, which gave them, a more feel of the like and trust. Feeling that they actually get a bigger picture of what I'm about. And definitely one really good thing I love is the video marketing, that you're able to post videos on the blog, so you're able to get your face out there. People actually hear you, because people are people are so glued to the TV, so people would rather watch a video than read something. But a lot of people, but for me, I'm kind of both. So I definitely I love to write. I love to get my thoughts down on the paper. So I've had people sending me emails asking for more information. Some lady was running her own blog on Ukrainian and Russian food, since I've had, I had the Russian ethnic retail store. I had questions like that. So a lot of new people coming in. People started to find me in the search engine when they typed in my specific keywords that are related to my business, which is, we could cover that in another training, which is the predatory SEO, those, hot buying keywords. So things that people will type into a search engine that would lead them exactly whether to my blog or to my website. So that's another, way of really important way of marketing. So there's different areas that you have to hit in order to market your stuff out there daily.
Yeah, I also remember when the Olympics was going on, and they were featuring your store. Didn't they feature your store on the news, right? Or the
Yes, yes. What happened is my mom and dad went out to do a delivery to one of our stores because we manufactured our own product and we distributed to other smaller stores around Vancouver. So they just happened, it was just a coincidence. They happened to do a delivery to one of the stores, and our local television was there filming the lady that owned the store, and her store is about like souvenirs, because it's about souvenirs. So basically, they came there to interview her, and my mom and dad happened to show up with bags of our product, which is homemade pierogies, Russian cabbage rolls, and things like that. If you're familiar with that kind of food, so they ended up being on TV, interviewed my dad. My mom speaks no English, so they didn't even, she just said hello or something. So something that was really cool. That's a really powerful way of advertising is on the TV, because then you get exposure nationwide or even worldwide, because you never know where that's going to show, and people. And what happened then is that after that ad, after they ran this little 2-minute thing on TV. We've had our family friends have seen us, my mom and dad on TV. We've had people calling. We've had the store where we supply the product started to have more sales just because of that. And we've had people, because we have our own packaging, our own label, our own brand. When people purchased our product, we had our phone number on the label. People actually called us, and some of them actually showed up to our store for our product. So that's marketing right there. But it was just coincidental that it happened that way. But one thing that you do need to do is you need to brand yourself online, because there's hundreds and thousands of people. There are people who are promoting the same stuff you are promoting, so you need to make yourself stand out when it comes to your marketing. So really get creative with your stuff, whether it's master something, whether it's through video or through blogging, posting content, or interacting in different groups, or doing ads on Facebook, doing banner ads. There's really different ways that you can hit your target market. And kind of test things out, because things that are working today might not work 2 or 3 months from now or 6 months from now. So really being up to date with your stuff, always learning, always testing new things. We have Gina on the line. Gina, we have already started our 8 core commitments, but I will give you a chance to introduce yourself so we can get back into it, because I want to hear your input as well on the stuff we're talking about.
All right, guys, I am so sorry I'm late. So I am Gina Gilsel, and let's see, what kind of intro should I give? Why am I here? Well, I am here because I am just so inspired and motivated by the tribe that I've come to know and the people, and I I'm ready for a change, and I'm so passionate about inspiring and motivating others, and I'm kind of speechless right now, I guess. But thank you for letting me take the time to introduce myself. Again, I'm really sorry I'm late. Where are you in the scheme of the 8 core commitments?
So go ahead.
Sorry, we're on number three. The marketing. When
Okay.
it comes to marketing, yes. So daily marketing, marketing your content, whether it's your blog or the ad that you're posting. We're just kind of covered some of the things on the marketing.
It's good to see you, Gina. And it's okay that you're late. We already knew that you're going to be late, but it's just nice to have someone else here as well. So, yeah. So, do you want to go on to the next? What's the next commitment?
Yeah, you know what? You know what to say? Better late than never. You
Yeah.
made it here. You're here. You showed up. That's all that matters. So definitely, like in any business, if you don't open up shop, ain't nobody gonna come and spend any money in your shop. So you better show up. So our number four commitment is the new member training. Now I'm not sure what kind of business you're in, but we're relating to the things that we're going through and stuff that we have learned and stuff that has helped us. Since I transitioned myself into from traditional marketing into online marketing, this fourth step that I'm going to cover, I'll see if I can relate that to those traditional business owners out there. So I'm really going to have to, think about that so I can give you some good nuggets on that. So the new member training. So once you have someone, if you are a marketer, if you're an affiliate marketer, you represent in a company wherein you have resale rights to promote their product from a manufacturer. So basically, from the manufacturer that goes to you, you are the representative or the distributor that then goes directly to the customer. So once you make that sale, you've already built that relationship, you've grabbed that person have joined your team, you've recruited a new person, a new team member. It's important to have that new member go through a new member orientation, welcoming that member, sending them a training or giving them a phone call, whether it's yourself or if you're outsourcing, having your secretary give them a call and welcome them, provide them with all the first startup training material, watching videos, how to get set up. Yes, you ladies want to add something because I don't want to be the one doing all I don't want to take away the time, me talking all the time. Gina, Regina.
Oh, go ahead, Gina. You want to go?
Um, yeah, I mean, I'll just re I guess I'll just reiterate the importance of, you know, when you join a community or you join an affiliate program and you're clueless and you just want to change and you want to just dig in, there's two sides of things. Number one, it's your effort. If you want to really make this happen, you have to get in there and figure it out what it is you need to learn to make it happen. At the same time, it's also really important if the people above you, so to speak, who've been there, done that, and are doing it right, it's helpful for them to pass down those nuggets so um, so that you can get a good head start. I mean, obviously you're going to be doing a lot of learning on your own, but it really is important that when you have that new team member, a lot of times, sometimes they're going to be they've been in the industry, they know they have a little bit of background, and so maybe you don't need to focus on them as much. You just maybe need to tweak things a little bit here and there with them. But you're going to have new members that don't really know where to start, and that can be very overwhelming for them. They come into this industry, they've been in somewhere else, but they want to change, and they're starting from ground zero, and they don't. There's so much to learn in this industry or a different industry that sometimes they just get overloaded and they try to do all these little things and nothing ever really gets done. So if you can put something together that really jumpstarts their business, that will not only help them, but it will also help you and the rest of your tribe. So yeah, it's really important to put a little bit of something together to really train them, even if it's just 5 little things that they can do to say, hey, these are the 5 things that you need to get started. If you do this and you start with one and you work your way through, you'll be on your way and you'll go from there. So yeah, really important.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I guess I left my job after 5 years, and my last job, they never really did any new any training for anyone who just came into the company, and it's just such a big difference from then until now, where the group that Gina, Ekaterina, and I, and our other teammates, we get such strong training and such such we come in and you already know what to do, so we can hit the ground running, and that's something that you would want to consider in your daily mode of operation. Or when new people come into your team, into your group, because you were there once too. And how did you feel when you first came in? Like, a little bit of guidance is good. I think a lot of hand holding might be a bit too much, because we all have our own. We're all able to think for ourselves, but we do need that guidance from the beginning, so that we can just keep on going. And it makes you feel better too, and it'll make your new teammates feel better about going, just doing their job. And I think another thing too, in addition to the new member training, is, yeah, you need the training, but one thing too is to lead by example, and they pick up from that as well. So just make sure what you're saying is in line with how you're actually acting and working, so that they can trust you.
No, absolutely. Those are really good. I remember when I started in my, this other online opportunity I tried to do, I had absolutely no support. I had this scheduled appointment with my mentor once a week, on a call for 1 hour. I didn't have a team. I didn't have people that I could connect to who are doing the same thing. I really felt like I was alone, and I think that was probably the biggest reason why I just dropped. I quit and I stopped because I didn't have that team support, which I find that is really important. Because I didn't have that team support, I couldn't offer really that. I couldn't offer that to someone else because I didn't have it. And having a team, and I hope you are in a position, to those of you watching right now, you have a really good, solid team. Your leaders, our leaders take care of us. They don't do any hand holding, because at the end of the day, they're here to make you a leader. But it's up to you to become a leader. But first, you need to learn how to become a follower. So we're all here. Everyone who is new coming in have the same opportunity of being a leader and producing their own results. And people that might be on my team that I recruit might produce even more results than I am. So everybody has equal opportunity of making it happen in the online industry, and that's what I love about network marketing, is that everybody gets to start from scratch. Nobody is better than anybody. We all, get the same head start in the game, and it's all up to us on the amount of action that we decide to take on that. So moving on to our next one is. Listening to successful people, whether you have live training calls that you can get onto with your company, or if it's simply listening to an audio. Those company calls are really important if you are in a specific to your leaders in your company, but also to leaders from other companies, is also helpful. Not only that, it makes you grow, you're learning about other stuff, because you can pick up information from everywhere, not necessarily from your own leaders. But if you're in the business for that, you're marketing that specific product, that I encourage you to make the time to get on those calls. If you can get on them live, they're usually recorded. You can get on them. So listening to audio, so you can't really make an excuse for missing the calls, because start doing things that successful people are doing. Stop listening to unsuccessful people and start listening to success. Surround yourself with success. Hear it, breathe it. I don't know. Download those audios, some audios to your what is it, iPod. Listen to it while you're working out or walking in the gym. Definitely learn something new every day and apply it. Ladies, I'm gonna pass it over to you so you can add something.
Want to go ahead, Gina?
Sure. So everything that Ekaterina said is pretty much what I was thinking, but I'll just go into it a little bit more and elaborate. Yeah, I mean, staying connected on a weekly basis to the to your team, or not necessarily just your team, but to the whole the I guess I'll call it a tribe if you think of all of us, the movement as a whole. I mean, you're listening to new input, to new stories every week that can give you nuggets to push you past whatever that is. You know, say you're having a bad week on something, or you're having a blockage somewhere, or you're doing pretty good but you might be missing that one little tweak. Spending that weekly connection with your team might just give you that extra edge to just push you that one step forward. And it keeps you connected to everyone on a in a real-time way, I guess is what I'm saying, is right now, what's happening now. Things in this industry change so quickly, and staying updated with everything, what are people doing that's working, what are people doing that's not working, can really be beneficial for you. And making sure you're on those calls or those audios or whatever that is on a regular basis can really, catapult you beyond what you even thought of. So yeah, really important step as well.
I think that, well, I guess in this case, on online businesses, working online can feel really lonely, and sometimes you have your daily routine and your daily mode of operation, but sometimes needing the extra voice of someone who's doing the same thing that you're doing to kind of get you going really gives you more energy to keep on moving forward, because you can get stuck, especially, I mean, all of us, get together online every week, a couple times a week, but sometimes you need a bit more oomph to move you forward in your business, and just know that what you're doing is the right thing, even though you already know, because you're always going to have your ups and downs, just like what you guys were saying, and that the weekly connection just really just energizes you, and kind of, I guess, validates what you're doing as the right thing.
I need to unmute myself. There we go. So, yeah, ladies, some great nuggets here. Really important that weekly connection is absolute must, keeping you in the spirit, because a week sometimes might feel like a long time being away. And so that you don't get discouraged, so get in on those calls and get re-inspired and re-empowered, because sometimes I need it. I'm sure maybe you, Eugenia and Regina, also need it. That's why it's so great to get re-inspired, because you might have some obstacle you're trying to overcome when it comes to your marketing or whatever that obstacle is in your business, and you just want to hear from someone else who could be another team member who's going through the same thing. Just getting re-inspired by your leaders and re-empowered, and to make you kind of start re-believing in yourself again for that very moment. And that could be that exact thing that you need at that very moment, so that you can keep that momentum going and keep that spirit going, because it can get really lonely online. Really. So basically, you need to listen, you need to absorb, you need to take notes, and you need to go and apply it. So learning something every day, listening to it, absorbing it. So have a plan of how you're going to implement what you just learned, from taking all the notes that you took, and go and apply that stuff. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to get started, because the best way you're going to learn is that when you start to apply stuff on practice, and practice makes perfect. You will get good at it. So going into number 6, I guess we kind of covered The number 5 and the number 6 really relates to each other a lot. Again, it's listening to an audio. So number 5 was more getting on those live calls with your company and getting the updates and learning what's going on right now and it's working now for you, for the company and in the industry. Another thing is listening to your own audios. Perhaps you maybe have a speaker that you like to listen to. Maybe they have a certain style that draws you to that leader or to that speaker. So you can definitely pick any speaker or any leader, any other leader, a part of your own company that you listen to his audios. Again. Over and over and over again. And sometimes what I do that helps me is that I could listen to the same audio over and like, 2, 3, 4 times over. And every single time I would listen to it, I'll be taking notes that whole time because I might not hear something for the first time, but the second time I listened to it, I picked up this nugget that I didn't hear the first time I listened to that audio. Does that ever happen to you, Regina?
All the time, because you only really pick up 10% of the, whatever you're listening to or whatever you're reading the first time, and so you just have to, when you go back, you're like, oh, okay, and then, when you hear it the third, fourth, fifth time or whatever, you go back and you're in a different state of mind too. You've learned so much more, and it has, even though you remember a part of that audio, it just has another meaning to you because you've already moved, progressed from the last time.
Absolutely. Gina, you want to add anything?
I'm sorry, I kind of missed some of that. What did you say? You're like re-listening to the same audio because you might have missed something the first time? Is that what you were saying?
No, we're just talking about basically the commitment number 6 is listening to an audio, getting having your desired, I don't know, a speaker that you like, not necessarily in your industry or any other industry, having that audio that you listen to. So again, listening to success, getting inspired is basically, getting inspired every single day and learning something new, listening to those successful audios is that really the key point of that number 6 core commitment.
Yeah. This is probably my favorite out of all of the 8. Probably because it's easier for me because I'm in the car quite a bit, and so I can just, pop my headphones in. But if ever I need motivation or inspiration, this is what I turn to because it's amazing how much it can reconnect you and re-inspire you and re-motivate you no matter, what's dragging you down or what's, what blockage you have. I mean, there's endless possibilities to what you can listen to out there. And it's easy. I mean, you can throw it and listen to it while you're cleaning the house or while you're driving or whenever. I mean, it's the easiest, most accessible thing to do. And I mean, I don't even listen to music in the car anymore, rarely. I mean, unless my son's with me, and then of course he has to listen to his music. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how much you can learn in that little, even if it's 20 minutes a day on your drive, how many little nuggets you can get and how much inspiration you can get just from audio. Huge. My favorite one.
Well, one of the things that I used to do too is I used to put an audio on for my alarm, so I actually wake up to it. It keeps on playing, and when you're just waking up, or even when you're falling asleep, you're in a state where your subconscious is still going to absorb what you're listening to, and when you wake up, you feel good. Yeah. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And keep playing it, like even while you're sleeping, just keep playing it because your subconscious is going to hear it no matter what. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, I've tried that. Just I will plug in my I'll plug in my headphones and I will just pass out, and I actually don't even remember how I pass out, really, from those audios.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 7 on our core commitments. So we have about 15 minutes left, so we're really on point here, exactly onto 1 hour, and we appreciate and respect your time. We really, thank you. You're not doing this for us. Thank yourself that you're here on this hangout, to learn something new, whether you came here to get empowered, you came to get re-inspired, re-motivated to go back and just, take action. Perhaps maybe you had a breakthrough right here from some of the stuff that we have mentioned to you, and I hope you did. And if you did, if you do find this valuable, please comment below. We'd like to hear from you, so that this helps others as well to spread the word, because we want to attract as many more women on here, and maybe men. But I think we'll be attracting more women because of the name. It's called the Money Mama, unless any men want to join. But anyway, so we thank you for being here. Appreciate your time. So moving on to number 7 is reading books, self-development books. I guess one of the popular one is the 4-Hour Work Week. Any self-development book that you prefer, that resonates with you, that connects with you. So reading daily for 30 minutes. And it might feel like a lot. You feel like, oh, this is too much to do. Oh, I got to listen to audio, or I got to get on the call, or I got to get on this. But remember, you started a business. You need to, if you're not having the success that you're having, it's always important to invest in yourself. Feed yourself, feed your mind, because by doing that, you're feeding your business. Because all that work that you're doing on the inside, you're doing with your inner self, is going to produce itself on the outside. That will produce you the results that you want. But first, you have to start with yourself. So any books do you ladies want to maybe mention for our viewers to maybe pick up in the store in terms of reading?
Yeah, I can recommend a few good ones. One that I'm reading now that I think is helpful for any business person. Well, not even that. Just anyone in particular, because you're in any kind of relationship or interaction, you're doing some sort of selling, even if it's selling yourself. There's a book out there called Start With Why. It's by Simon Sinek. And he talks about companies like Apple, how people are so devoted to companies like Apple, not because of their products, not because they make good products, which they do, but they're not necessarily the best, but because they've told people why they're in business. And so people buy into their vision and their why instead of their products. So if you can express to somebody why you're doing something, they're going to follow you because of that, not necessarily for what you're selling. So you can have one business. If people buy into what inspires you and your why and why you're doing this, you can skip to 12 different businesses, and if you keep that same why, that person that's going to follow you is going to go do it, and they're going to trust you, and they're going to go along with it. So that one's huge for me right now. And then the other one that I read recently is Tribes, which is by Seth Godin. He's got some incredible books. But anyway, talking about the fact that this community, this society needs leaders to lead a tribe, and that people are looking for this kind of thing, and that you, with a vision and with a why, you can do this. You can build a tribe based on your vision and your goal, and just express that, put it out there, and people will follow you. And the tribe is what ends up making it so successful, not just the one person. So those are probably my 2 favorites right now.
Oh, I think two books that come to mind for me are 2 books by a guy named Russell Simmons, and some of you might know him. He started the hip hop label Def Jam, and he started a clothing label called Fat Farm, and he started out in the mix, running around with really fast-paced life, in the drug scene and in music and all of that, and there was a point in his life where he just took a step back and started doing yoga and just kind of slowed down and tried to take a different understanding of life through his Buddhist practices and yoga and eating healthy, and really, really changing his mindset to keep his mind healthy, because that's when you get your mind right, then everything else falls into place. Every financially, emotionally, spiritually, anything. And one of his books, I think the ones that I'm thinking of are Do You, which I think is the first book he wrote. I'm not too sure. And the second one is Super Rich. And it's not super rich in the financial sense, but it's super rich in abundance in your life. Getting your mind right, everything falling into place, abundance with love, abundance, with family and friends, financially as well, and just spiritually. And those are the two books that come to mind. I was actually quite pleased when I started reading those fairly recently.
Great. Yeah, that's great. Definitely read every day, and it might feel like it's a lot at first, but once you get into it, once you start listening to success, you become success. It will it'll be running in your blood because you have to be hungry. You have to be hungry all the time for success, to get better results, to get better, to make a change, and really in this industry, this is the beauty of this industry. You get to choose who you want to work with. Okay, you don't like I know for people that are going into jobs, you're working for a boss, and you might not like some employees there. But here, you get to build your own team. You get to build, choose who is it that you want to work to. And some people that might jump on board with you might not. They're not meant to be there, and those people will not last. So don't worry. I've had that happen to me recently, and I just said, you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna let this go. This wasn't meant to be. And it's all right. So don't get discouraged. Things like that happen. Is business. You have to be prepared because it will test you in every kind of possible way. Another thing I wanted to add to that is, reading books and self-development, connecting with your audience, and really, start doing the thing. So everything you learn, even from reading books, you read about other people, you read about how they went from success. Those are true stories. Those are perfect examples from ordinary people who wanted to succeed, who had the vision, who had the desire, and now they wrote a book on it. And you are an author of your own book. If you sit down, all of us have got a story. You could sit down and write out your own story, and that could be pages, pages and pages long. God, you can, create an ebook and sell on Amazon for $1 or $5, whatever you want, whatever price tag you want to put on it. So going into our number 8 commitment is that when you're promoting that product or service, you become that product. You believe in that product. So what, like Gina has already mentioned, is that you totally, you sell yourself, you sell your confidence. People don't necessarily want to buy what you have, but they buy into your vision, they buy into you, they buy into how you present it because you believe in it. So my suggestion for you is, if you're promoting something, if you're selling a product or a service, you better be using it. You better believe in that product because it's going to show, because that person you're trying to sell it to is going to feel whether you're real or you fake. By basically, it's going to show through your marketing, it's going to show through those posts you're doing, it's going to show through those follow-up emails that you're sending out to your list. It's going to show. It's going to show when you connect with people in person, because you don't always, have to be online. Don't think that the only people that you're going to get in your business are going to be people from, social media like Facebook and other services. You could be out in the store, you could be out at some party or at some event, or you could be attending an event or some kind of workshop, and you will connect with people. That energy that you carry with you. So basically, you become the product. You sell your confidence, and I think it's a huge one, especially for for an online industry, is making yourself stand out there. Ladies, do you want to touch up on that? We're have about 5 minutes left of this hangout. Would like to keep it to an hour, so I really appreciate your time here. Any of you?
Regina, do you have anything?
I think Ekaterina pretty much covered it.
I was thinking that too.
I was like, I did want to cover something really quick, in addition to the 8 core commitments that we went over, if you don't mind, and that is going to events and conventions and conferences that have to do with the industry that you're in. And with us being online, or even if you're not online, if you have a brick and mortar business, going to an industry conference and being able to physically be with the people that are doing what you're doing in the same industry makes such a huge deal. In our case, we meet every 90 days in person, and we party and we have fun, but while we're doing that, and even when we're not partying, we mastermind and talk about our own strategies face to face. We can get our answers and ask our questions just right there. So that's one thing that I wanted to add. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's really, really powerful. Our tribe has an event coming up in New Orleans at the end of May, and I'm really, really, really excited. The connections that you make in a setting like this are priceless. They're experiences that will forever be imprinted in your life, not only for your business, but for your personal growth, in the relationships you make, the friendships you make, and the little things that you learn from someone that you might not learn on a bigger hangout. And the things that people are willing to share with you to watch you succeed is just amazing. So if you're in an industry, like Regina said, whether that be brick and mortar or online, get to an event that pertains to your industry. It will blow your mind. It will change your business exponentially.
Great. No, this is absolutely amazing. I'm happy we're able to do. I'm gonna move somewhere where I have some more light, just because my light is so bright. Where I turn it on, I look like Jesus.
I'll see you.
Yeah, no, guys, I really appreciate you being on this hangout, and I hope you gained lots of value from everything that we talked about. If there's anything, if you have any questions or comments of how we can make this better for you next time, because we're all about learning. We're learning every single day, improving. So how can we make our hangouts better? Throw a topic at us, and we will mastermind, we'll brainstorm on it, and make sure that we'll be able to provide you with stuff that we learned, stuff that has helped us, that we have learned from other leaders, from team members, that we'll be able to bring on the table for you for our future hangouts and help you succeed and reignite that engine of yours. If it's rusty and you're needing a lift and you needed some inspiration and someone to believe in you, because at Money Mama, we're here to get you to that financial prosperity. Even though some people say money is evil, but hey, you need money to live, right? So we're all here about making changes in our lives, get into that financial freedom where we'll be able to just be free. Because freedom, go freedom, definitely. It's your time. It's 2014. Get on top of your game. Follow these 8 core commitments that we have outlined for you in our tonight's hangout. And actually, Gina, I have you on the screen. Hold on, I'm talking and the whole time people are looking at you. There we go. I have to think I've done that before. So definitely get on our future hangouts with us, and I hope you learned lots and took notes. If there's anything that we can help you with, because we're all about sharing ideas. If you're not part of any kind of team and you're looking to team up, or maybe you want to get some more information, there's a link below this hangout that will take you over to a video that we shot with our tribe in Miami at the end of January at one of our company events. Feel free to check it out. If you don't have a team to join and you want some information, get back to the person who invited you here. Maybe you have received an email from either of us. If you wanted more, you have more questions, please get back to us. We're here to help you all the way. You will never feel like you're doing business alone when you're part of a tribe. Ladies, you want to anything? It's so quiet over there on me.
I just want to reiterate what Ekaterina said about leaving comments and telling us what you want to hear, because we want to communicate with you, and we don't want it to make it one direction. So tell us what you want so that we can provide value to you, and that's what we're here for. And just wanted to thank you for being here. It's I love being here every week. I mean, I wasn't here last week, but I love here being with you girls and being with all of you who are watching us right now. So thank you. Gina?
Yeah, I second, third, all of that. Thank you guys so much for listening. And yes, please put those feedback in there. We would love to hear what you want to hear about. We are all about value and all about serving you. So.
So thank you so much, you guys. It's we're right on the clock here. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you on the next hangout.
Bye, Marcus.
Thanks for watching. Okay, I need to stop this hangout. Hang on. How do I
Where'd
hold
you
on.
rest?
Hold on.
Where'd this one?
Marcus, wait. I forgot how to stop this hangout. Wait.
Is there a big green button at the bottom?
There was. Hold on. I'm trying to get back to, because I have that photo thing on. Oh, there we go. Okay.